All right, 112 Founders Circle. It's still in Thurmont. List price $175. It is built 1989, listed at 968 square feet. It's a rancher with a full basement, very finishable basement, but we'll get to that right now. There's issues there. So right now, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. Again, there's something goofy about the bathrooms, which we'll get to in a moment. And a tiny 8 lot. It's 2/10 of an acre, and we'll get out in the backyard in a second and see just how tiny it is. Other than that, what else do we need to know? It's been on the market 75 days, and I don't have the original list price in front of me here. We can get that later, perhaps. Okay, let's just do this. All right, so I'm standing in the kitchen, and like always, we're going to start outside. So here we are. Say, Jesse, say hi to Jesse.
Hey, what's up, Jesse?
All right, so we're on a nice little cul-de-sac. Just a minute off the highway, off of Route 15. Have sort of a northerly orientation to the house. So house is looking, this is north that way, so the house looks a little bit northwesterly, maybe north-northwest, like the Hitchcock film. And there are the Catoctin Mountains. Pretty view of that from here in the front yard. All right, so let's stand in the cul-de-sac. Gonna have a tiny bit of landscaping issues, really not even mentionable unless you decide you want to go crazy. Doing the place up, but why would you? Okay. Roof, I think is okay. It definitely is aged. It's got to be a 10-year-old roof, maybe 12, maybe 15. It doesn't look so great. I don't think you would replace it for resale, though. The only other exterior issue I've noted so far is the deck just needs to be treated. The deck is tiny. This needs to be treated, power washed and sealed. Goofy little shed. Some goofy traits to this property, but fine. Great for a little lawnmower. Yeah, in good shape. Vinyl sided shed with the storm door. And now we're in this tiny backyard. The roof on the south side of the property, interesting. It looks better. We'll discuss what we found with the heating system here in a second, but let's just have a look at this Trane AC compressor, heat pump. Looks a little dated, but in pretty decent condition. Here's a look at our specs on the Trane. Take a look at the foundation. Looks in good shape. When we get down to the basement, we're going to find that there's water down there. We still haven't identified the source of the water. This is where the sump pump pumps out into a gutter that looks like drains, has one of those French drain into the ground systems. So let's go have a look at the interior. This should be quick. It's a fairly small house, and it really just needs cosmetics, but it does need cosmetics. But I think it would be fairly quick and easy floor plan. All right, so entering the house, living room, pretty small, maybe 14 by 14. I'm gonna guess 13 by 13. Fairly tiny linear kitchen, but it is an eat-in kitchen. I guess we call it not linear, but L-shaped. So there's your eat-in area. Again, fine. We have baseboard electric heat, and we also have central HVAC. Haven't really figured out why the duplication. My guess is that somewhere along the way the air handler failed and whoever was living here didn't have the money to put in a new air handler, and so went the cheaper route for installation, not for month-to-month utility bills, but for installation to put in some baseboard electric. The air handler, when we get down there, actually looks kind of new and in decent shape now. But so there's your full bath. I am imagining you do a total remodel here. Colors are kind of ugly. But again, one of those deals you don't have to. I think there's nothing broken. It's really not even that dirty. It's a little dirty, but we've seen far dirtier. Definitely would want to change out that floor. Definitely going to redo carpet, paint the whole place. Tiny bedroom here. Hard even to call bedroom. You put a bed in here and that's about all you've got room for. I'd say this is 9 feet by 7 maybe. Closet with a, you know, that ductwork looks kind of new and it's not encased, so I might change my theory. Is it possible they really built this in 1990 whatever with baseboard heat and then they added central later? So this is the master bedroom. Again, I mentioned some goofy traits to this house. This is a master bedroom, maybe 14 by 14 or 15. Decent sized closet. Not a bad master bedroom for a 1,000 square foot house. But interestingly, they've converted the master bath, which would have had a stand-up shower at one point, to their laundry room with a stackable washer dryer. Not sure why. When we get down to the basement, we'll see that there's plenty of room for... It's a good basement to have your laundry room in, but maybe somebody just couldn't stand those stairs. Okay, so going down the basement, you can see right away there's standing water. And this is, appears, the water's covered the whole entire basement floor. It's not really deep at any one spot. There is a working sump pump. The pump does pump water out. We tested it, but it does not switch off. The float switch, I guess, is broken or jammed. So we'll head over here to that. And so maybe that's what caused the flood down here, the failed sump pump. Haven't really figured out where all the water would have come from in the first place. It would have taken quite a while of neglect for just standard basement moisture to create this kind of a flood. Anyway, we do have mold issues. They've left wood and laminate shit down here that's collecting mold. Mold has grown up to the joists. So I think you're going to budget for proper mold remediation and certification here. And I think you're going to want to get it and disclose it on the flip side and account for that maybe in your pricing, because that may discourage some buyers. Other than that, you're going to do washer dryer. Imagine you're going to guess that they don't work well, but in any case, you're probably, to make this most marketable, going to replace all your appliances. There's that air handler. That looks fine to me. So again, kind of a mystery as to why the duplicated system. I believe this is electric. Yeah, electric HVAC. And hot water heater looks fine. Plumbing looks fine. Electrical looks fine, as you would expect in a house built 1990s. 200 amp system, good box. So all that said, your chief challenges here are going to be figure out where this water is coming from. I imagine with the working sump pump and maybe a dehumidifier down here, the moisture issue is manageable. And then your standard, really, I think that's it for this property. Systems look like they'll be all right. So just your standard cosmetic redo for 3 small bedrooms. I would convert that master bath back to a 3/4 bath. Take the laundry stuff out of there. So 3 small bedrooms, 2 baths. 1,000 square feet, and then if you decide to finish off the basement to get some more room down there, whatever the expense for that is. And scene.